Hello, ladies and gentlemen and newcomers to my channel. My name is CausalJeffrey, and welcome to my LA Noire playthrough. This is episode number 7, and where I last left off, I was investigating a hit and run, which turns into me going to the Patterson's residence, if you don't really know anything about it. But if anything, if you're not well aware of what's going on, well, just, if you want to see the previous episode, just do that. So, anyway. So, now we're going to We're going to get in on our investigation. There we go.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
She seems awfully calm.
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead. What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend.
Whoa.
People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Okay.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Her eyes moved. I'm going to doubt that.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Wow, that was actually really good. If anything, it was just like, he just ran in there. That seems too convenient. What's your argument?
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk.
We were always arguing. So what?
I'm going to doubt her again.
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake.
Huh.
That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Wow, okay.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
I was dead on
We're
with that.
leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Sarcasm, I love it. And the face he gave was
Come
just
on,
like,
folks. Let's
that
make
was a little
ourselves scarce.
that was a little off-putting, but okay.
I'm out of here, Lorna. I got a business to run.
You think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
Oh, there's a payphone right over there. Really? Okay.
That's the guy from the paper. Solved that big case.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Oh.
Thanks.
If anything, that's interesting. Let me guess. You're gonna hear Nope, he's not gonna say anything. It's like, I was gonna say, you heard everything. That's what I should have said, but nope. Alright. Central Morgue. It's I can't. Was that the? I don't know. I don't think that was the. If anything, it was the coroner's office.
Next right.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Turn left up ahead.
Absolutely.
You're a goddamn menace.
Sorry. That was a police vehicle. They're like, what? It's a seriously? In GTA 5, they'd be getting their guns saying, pull over. This is a final warning. I could pull over and be like, what, officers? And they'll shoot me. I am not gonna call. I am not gonna take that one. Sorry, but no. There we go. Los Angeles County. Oh. If anything, I don't know what that sign said, but it doesn't matter. Alright. Well, it does matter, it just doesn't matter too much to me right now.
Going to church doesn't make you a Christian any more than staying in the garage makes you a car.
Wow, the room's right there.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake. Run that by me again? The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a
Wow.
bayonet. So the hit and run was a cover-up. I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy,
Wow.
Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. But the trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It all comes back to the crime scene. We need to hit Ray's one more time and trawl for evidence.
Indeed. If anything, this just got interesting, because if anything, this is... If anything, I'm impressed of how... I mean, sure, in order to... I mean, with how the evidence is being kind of conducted or whatever not... I mean, how handled, I mean... If anything, it's just... I'm impressed. If anything, I thought, oh, NCIS or Blue Bloods was actually pretty good, but it's like, this is interesting. Okay, I need to... Location. Need to go back to the location. There we go. Alright, to the crime scene. That was his fault, not mine. Actually, I need to get... If anything, I need to... I need to put that... I need to make that into the whole thing. Just pretty much speed it up that way. Alright. Look at that.
Lester could be a
We
heel,
just wanted
but
to check the crime scene over one
that's
more
a lousy
time,
way
Mr.
for anyone
Sabo,
to go out.
if that's all right.
Can you be quick about it? Cops are bad for business.
Really? We'll tiptoe, Sabo. You won't even notice us. All right, step by step, check every inch of ground.
Promised mental breakthrough. Okay, let's see what this is all about.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. We can reveal the root of the problem, and we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually a benefit to society at large.
Interesting. If anything, something big is going down. This looks like an interesting thing. No? Okay. No? Okay. If anything, I just keep pressing the button until I find something. That's cheating, but doesn't matter. Okay. No? Okay. Okay. Alright. Just gonna go into the gentlemen's. Nope. Okay, what about the ladies? Nope. Okay, what about... Nope. Okay. Hello, beautiful. Wait. No. How can I use my intuition points? It's beautiful. Wait, okay. Here's something interesting. Okay. Oh, a poker table.
So this is why everybody comes
Ah.
to raise.
I'm not using my intuition points. Okay. Alright, so no, nothing here, but I want to check that. Check this. Nothing. Nothing, okay. Locked. Interesting. There's virtually no clues here. This place is virtually clean. No, I don't want to look at this. I don't want to look at it. Thank you. Alright.
Lester could be a heel, but that's a lousy way for anyone to go out.
Alright, so there's nothing around here. Really is nothing. If anything, the place is clean. Okay. What are you doing over there? Oh, and here's the knife.
I'm sure Carruthers will confirm this as the murder weapon. Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this.
I'm kind of curious.
Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen.
Whoa, okay.
Go! I'll bring the car around and head him off. It's too late, Sabo.
That explains a lot. His intentions were clear. If anything. If anything... And if anything,
Sabo, stop or I will...
the guy's wife is obviously a victim... Not a victim, I'm sorry, but, is obviously is obviously about as guilty as he is. Where'd he go? Okay. So I gotta go. Is he moving? Yes, he is. Actually took damage.
Surrender now or I will use deadly force.
Shot him in the legs, so he should be fine.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Oh,
Have patrol pick up Mrs. Patterson.
I guess that's the end of it, I guess, for that. That's unfortunate.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Well, that's good to know, I guess. Good for me, I'll definitely say that. And clues found. Wow, I found 8 out of 9. Questions correct, 6 out of 8. So if anything, it's like pretty good. I mean, I did cause some vehicular damage as well as city damage, but not much. So, onward to the next case. If anything, it's going to be a playback of the military, so...
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Yeah, that's a very hard pill to swallow, I can say that much. You say 4 more years of fighting, even though in reality, that means it's 1944, so not very long. Or something like that. Something definitely happened.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got
That's
bad guys
what's funny,
to catch.
is it's like right there.
Coroner says it's gonna be at least a week to get an answer.
See you later, fellers. Try not to work too hard.
Joke.
You dancing with the boy. There's a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in.
That's a hard pill to swallow right there. Alright, out we go. And my car's missing. My car's missing. Oh, it's right there. Whoa, what the hell happened there? Alright. For traffic to do that. And great. Okay, so... Okay, that works for me.
Stop just ahead.
There we go. Okie dokie. Our sight.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard. Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still
That
have Jude.
is something I wouldn't want to know.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
She cuts rough. That's an interesting way to look at it.
This ain't the red carpet, so get out of my lens.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
You go. Wait, actually, I'm gonna. If anything, I'm curious. How am I gonna get down there? Oh, perfect. Alright, so that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go down there. Wondering, am I even controlling him? At this point, I don't think so.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Oh my goodness. What am I looking at right here? If anything, I don't even want to touch it. Look at that.
She's a long way from home.
Milwaukee? Why the hell would she... Never mind. Alright, and then there's... Oh. If anything, this entails rape or something like... Yep. Rape.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They're stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, if anything that says rape or something like that. License plate. Alright.
I don't really know too much, Detective.
Alright.
Maybe ask the
I guess I'll talk to the coroner, I guess. Coroner. There we are. Hello. Bloodstain.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue.
That is actually true. Not that I would know. If anything, I don't drink and drive, so that's a good thing. Alright, let's have a look. Let's talk to the coroner.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
It's funny.
Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
Alright, oh, here we are.
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Huh.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? The driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Okay, so I'm not controlling him at this point. Let's see.
I heard this is a triple homicide. Is that true?
Okay, so that doesn't matter, okay.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Okay. Doping allegedly.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
I'm gonna doubt her.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, she's spouting out names, so if anything. Let's see. She seems kind of doped, so let's see. Female passenger.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
I'm gonna doubt that.
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart.
Okay. Thanks, shrunken head.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Seems like a lie.
Mrs. McAfee, you're lying. Wasting our time. You know what's going on here. You just won't tell us.
You're sweet, but simple too. The burden of proof is with the law.
Trying to understand what was okay. Doping, attempting murder.
You should run along now. Don't worry yourself. This will all get sorted out. This is the way things get done in
Okay, I was wrong on that one. It doesn't matter.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He's a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
You're gonna doubt her.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
If anything, though, I'm just kind of one of those people that I'm just like, something seems odd. But either way, whatever.
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
I'm going to leave it right here. So in the next episode, I'm going to go to the witness, or the person who's in the car, as well as in the accident. So, yep, in that episode, I'm going to do it as that. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want to leave me a like, it lets me know how I'm doing. If you leave a comment in the comment section, that will also let me know how I'm doing. And I will leave an ending card for the previous episode if you haven't seen it already. Excuse me. And I will leave a link in the description to my channel if you feel so bold to watch more of my videos or want to see what my channel is all about. And I will leave a link in the description to my Patreon page if you want to help support me that way. But if you want to help support me right now, you can hit that share button and share on social media so that way people know who I am. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys next time.